and welcome to Brackenmore for this Northern Premier League East game between Stocksbridge Park Seals and Grimsby Borough. I'm Adam Allcroft and... ooh, wow, the levels are high, aren't they? Let's turn those down and make me sound a bit better on here. I'm Adam Allcroft, your commentator for this wet match here. I think that's the best description. We've had Graham Furness and Dave Tyler out forking the pitch beforehand as Grimsby Borough head from the Northern Sea to the Stocksbridge Sea. This is going to be one of Stocksbridge's toughest matches this season because it may look like the Steels are favourites. They're in good form, Stocksbridge, they're playing well, and Grimsby Borough have stuttered and even lost 3 points because of playing an ineligible player. But Grimsby Borough have never lost to Stocksbridge while Ian Richards has been in charge. And they have been Stocksbridge's bogey team over the last few years. We are getting close to kick-off here. We are going to kick off. So we'll go through the team news very quickly once we have got underway. We are in a very wet pitch with Pete Goldshaw getting a dunk in like he's on the River Rapids as he went under a leaky part of the stand to the left of me. It is a soaking pitch. It's gonna be a very interesting one where the weather is definitely a factor because as much as this Brackenmore pitch is brilliant at drainage, it's getting one of its toughest tests it's seen in a long, long time. So here we go then. Stocksbridge Park Seals get us underway in the yellow shirt, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right, while Grimsby are in the all-white kit, kicking from right to left. Stocksbridge Park Seals have Ben Townsend in goal, Elliot Murray at right back, then Jack Tinker at the left, Curtis Turner in central midfield with Elliot Owen and Paul Eagleton at the back. Paul Eagleton extending his loan until the end of the season, announced earlier today. Danny Deakin and Alex O'Connor, the other two central midfielders. Luke Rawson up front, then Tommy Marshall and Oliver Grezlak with the Thunder goal on Saturday as our number 11. The bench is Dan Nelson, Ash Butterworth, Jack Dorman, James Morris and Thomas Poole. For Grimsby Borough, it's Liam Higton in goal, then it's Bradley Wood, Lewis Adlard, Sam Topliff, Michael Jacklin, Tom Sawyer, who's used to wet conditions with the Mississippi River and now he'll have to get used to the Stocksbridge conditions, Tom Jamieson, Lewis Collins, Charlie Burden Whittleton, Josh Venny and then Jack Richardson. The bench is Declan Dennis, Adam Drury, Reece York, Scott Fenwick and then the manager, Dan Barrett, is on the bench. Minute gone in this game, it is a throw-in to Grimsby Borough with Bradley Wood chucking down, gets replayed in the middle. Ball's holding up well so far on this pitch. It's going to be an ongoing concern because this rain is not stopping. As Owen clears that away, goes to O'Connor, back to Turner. Clearance got blocked and it's going to go out for a goal kick in the end, but Grimsby Borough not giving Stocksbridge much time on the ball. We have actually been dripped on once or twice as well already. So we're going to put that on the list of Graham's jobs to do. To block up the top, we've just had a few little droplets. So if you hear a fire, that's our commentary equipment, and then we'll start a GoFundMe from the commentary equipment. It's going to be Borough knock this over to the left. Not long, it's going to be Burden Whittleton onto the left wing, then back to Venny on his left foot looking for a cross. Back to Jamieson, finds a nice little overlap with Venny. Cross going to near post, and it's collected by Townsend. There was a runner almost nicking onto it. So also the returning Thomas Poole on the bench today could make his second debut for the club. Scored on his first debut, Thomas Poole, a free kick against Golkar. Maybe he'll score on his debut against another G team. Into middle by Murray looking for Turner, but he's tackled and dispossessed. Out for a throw-in. Already, the players have got the impression of like wet dogs out there. Murray launching it downfield. Rawson looking for it, but headed away from him. Into the middle, looking for Richardson, but that's way Turner will carry away. Gets caught, stabs it forward to Rawson, back to Turner. Turner lane off to left, and then it's blocked, and the ricochet will go out for a corner kick. Stocksbridge have a corner. Just noticed that Ben Townsend has had a change of gloves already towards the left of us. I don't know about the science of football gloves, but maybe some are better in the rain. So we're going to be back now for the corner kick. Danny Deakin will That'll be Curtis Turner actually taking it over on that left side. Right-footed, looking for the near post, flicked on, goes into the 6-yard area, blocked away, and then going to be allowed to bounce. And Liam Higton given a lot of room to come out and claim that himself. I think Stocksbridge will be a bit disappointed that if Higton was the man who wanted it, no, they didn't try and get onto it. Back with the goalkeeper. One of the best in this division, Liam Higton. Not to be underestimated at all. Murray sends it long, looking for the but Adlard intercepts. Forward it goes to Burton Whittleton, and he earns a throw-in close to the halfway line. Back here with Adlard. Chucking it down, Murray will head it away, and then back it goes, but O'Connor's one clears it, but then it'll be headed back just by Topless, the former Cleethorpes Town man. Just bouncing a bit awkwardly, but Deakin volleys it forward. It's a nice little pass it's turned into to Marshall, who gets it back to O'Connor, lays off for Murray, maybe asking a bit too much from Murray, but Murray can't keep it in and will go out for a Grimsby Borough throw. That pass from O'Connor, nice idea, but Murray was not in the right position for it. O'Connor maybe just need to take a little glance and first. And also, people aren't going to be moving as quickly on this pitch today as they might do on a perfect surface. Back to O'Connor, clips it over the top. Look for the run of Grejlak, headed away for it can get to him. Rawson fights for it. Ricochets out to the middle, but Collins collects, clears it away. Very professional clearance from him. And out for a throw-in. 5 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Back into defence. This is the only Northern Premier League East game going on tonight here. We'll see if it makes it to the end of the 90 minutes. Turner, who has a bit of space, and he's going to look for Grejlak, and he's found Grejlak really well. But there's a very good tackle there from Topless, but Grejlak is going to get it back, puts a cross in, and it's very high and over the bar. See, Grejlak had plenty of attention after Saturday's wonder goal against Liversedge. Looping effort, got noticed by local journalists Adam Oxley and Alan Biggs sharing it. Got shared by the Polish Football Academy, to which Oliver Grejlak is a coach at. And Owen Twitter has 12,000 views. And I think it deserved about 10 times that. It's one of the best goals I've ever seen at Brackenmore, that effort. And every angle I see of it gets better and better and better. Keating clears it away. It's going to bounce all the way through to Jack Tinker. Takes the touch and sends it long. And it's looking for Marshall, but he just skips like a skimming stone into Liam Higton's arms. So back with Higton, who's going to send this long and head on, but beyond Tinker, but Owen will read it, and clumsy sliding tackle from a forward. And I can just say he's got so much mud on his back already, I can't actually see his number, which should tell you what it's like here. Some goals to tell you about in the Premier League while we have this break in play. Ipswich Town had taken the lead against Man United through Chaden Philibendi, but there has been an equaliser already, a Sam Morsium goal, 1-1 there. And Manchester City are winning against their own Bergie team in Tottenham Hotspur. Erling Haaland has scored. Man City have lost the last 3 or 4 games they faced against Tottenham. Who knew Tottenham would be one of the best teams in the country's bogey team? Best team in the world for a few years, most probably as well. Grimsby Borough cleared the ball away to Elliot Murray. Back to Iggulden. It's confirmed that he will stay with the club until the end of the season. Now back to the left and with Tinker forward to Grejlak. Back to Tinker it will go. Into the middle. So poor pass though. Burden Whittleton's intercepted and he gets out to Wood, who will come forward, but then well robbed by Grejlak. The defence starts at the top for Stocksbridge at the moment, but and that clip ball from Stocksbridge will just give the ball right back to the Borough. So back now with Higton, who will send the ball long. He's looking for Burden Whittleton, but Owen will head it up into the air. Rawson will fight for it now. Wanting a free kick there, but he doesn't tend to get him, so I don't know why it was. But Grimsby Borough have the ball now. Adlard clears upfield, intercepted by Eagledon, but it's going to ricochet off him, and it is going to go out for a throw-in, despite Eagledon's best efforts. Jacklin has the ball high up the field. Looks like his number's almost about to fall off with this weather. Adlard into the middle, back to Adlard. Pressures to get it forward, but intercepted by Turner. Back to Murray, that clips it forward, looking for Rawson. Bit of shirt pulling from Sawyer on him, but nothing will be given as Turner closes in well and forces a block that goes out to Jacklin. Ball clipped long there, and Stockbridge will get it away and into midfield. Well won by Lewis Collins. It's a good attack here for the Borough. Overlapping, looking for Jamieson, and it's a slide tackle block, and it actually comes off the attacker last. It will be a goal kick. Ian Richards not particularly happy. He definitely wants to end this record. Grimsby Borough have played us 5 times since they've come up to the Northern Premier League East. It's been 4 wins for Grimsby Borough and a draw. So back with Townsend, who will send this ball away. Rawson tries to head it on, but the appeal will be that it's a Stocksbridge throw, so it goes out of play, and it is going to be a Steele's throw. Tinker throws it in the middle and gets it back. Or Turner gives it back to Tinker, kept in well. Not going to Rawson, and he's going to try and keep it, but he loses the ball and gives away the foul as well. A free kick to the away team, and deep, about halfway in their own half. Rain looks like it has softened a bit. We just got what Peter Kay would call that fine rain that wets you through. Ball goes long, headed backwards, and Deacon carrying it away. He carries it way well. Short to Marshall, who looks to turn. He can't do it very quickly though, but he's looking to get to some speed. Now to Murray. Murray, nice little touch. Back to Marshall. It's really good football, but it may just overran a bit, and Adlard was able to step in. Nice defending from him. Back with Tinker, who will carry it over the halfway line. Clipped over the top. Looking for Greishlack, but knocked away from him. He goes out for a Stocksbridge throw. With Tinker for the throw-in. Can the Steels force a breakthrough here? 11 minutes gone in the game. Ball goes into the box, headed away, and Grimsby were first onto it. Turner gets a tackle in, spread out to the right to O'Connor. Back to Murray now, who's deep on the right. Finding Rawson, who's moved on to the right wing. Murray's offering an overlap option, trying to find him, but he's blocked off. Rawson's been forced all the way back here. Turner gets it, clips it over the top, look for Marshall. It's overhit and out for a goal kick. Grimsby Borough did a really good job there, just congesting that right-hand side, that left-hand side, and make sure Stocksbridge couldn't play through it. Forced Turner to clip the ball over the top, and it had to be a damn good one to unlock it. Manchester United are now leading against Ipswich Town. Mattis DeLitt has scored. Maybe we're on the way to another record scoreline. Man United were 9-1 against Ipswich Town in 1999, and that still stands as the biggest win in Premier League history. Jack Tinker on the ball, clip it forward and then knocked away. Very unlikely with these two quality sides we're going to see a record win for either team. Stocksbridge's is still I believe it's 19-1 win in the FA Cup in 2001 against Oldham Town. Paul Jackson scoring 10 goals in that game. Graham Furness was the assistant manager. As well long, it's a really good pass looking for Tommy Marshall on the right-hand side. Going to put a cross in, it's high, teasing, it's actually almost looped in, but I think it's gone out of play before, and actually, no. I do apologise for that little break. I had just a bit of a coughing fit. Very professional here. I'm sure it happened to John Motson at some point. I know he commentated on some pitch games with this sort of conditions as well, as Higton's goal kick is immediately returned back to him. 13 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Higton taking his time, sending the ball long. He's going to, instead of the skimming one, he's going to just go for the high line, and Jacklin will head it on, but only back to O'Connor, who sends it down the channel, cleared away though, back to Jacklin, comes off Jacklin, will be a throw-in. Going to throw into Stocksbridge. Ball forward and cleared away to Turner, who heads it forward to O'Connor. Back to Murray. Sends it over the top, looking for Grejlak. Grejlak trying to get past the man, but he's been well marshalled by Bradley Wood, who will then get it to Higton. But that was an interesting thing from Bradley Wood. He gives it a little back heel to knock it away from where Higton would take the goal kick. I don't understand that one, because it's not even time wasting at this point, because it's 0-0. And Grimsby Borough are a good enough team to go out and win this. By the way, seeing a number 5 in non-league in an attacking role is really messing my mind up. So thank you, Michael Jacklin. And I'll try not to call you Michael Jackson at some point in this game. Jacklin will get the ball into the middle at Turner intercept, sends it long. Rawson's going to try and get on the end of it. He's going to battle it with Tom Sawyer. Sawyer able to knock it away to Jamieson. Cleared away on to Turner, who lofts one over the top, but that's easily cleared. And now Grimsby Borough knock it long, looking for Burden Whittington, finds him, but tackled it back into defence and out to the right, but well read by Deakin. Gets it back to Tinker. Forward to Grejlak. Back into the middle to Deakin, who just has to return it into defence to Owen. Now to Tinker, and then back to Owen as steals. Happy having it back in defence. Turner's dropped back into that deep position to help out as well. Carrying the ball and then just back to Owen. Means this is one of the reasons why you don't see much tick-attacker at this level. Eventually you're going to have a game like this, and tick-attacker will not work here. As the ball goes forward to Rawson, trying to get past his man. So he gives it in the middle to Turner. Turner slides to get it, and no foul because he got to it first. So he did get the man there, and now there's a bit of a counter opportunity for Grimsby Borough. So Stockbridge have managed to get back really well, and I think just the pitch has slowed down Borough here from being able to take advantage of the committed men forward. And then a good tackle from Marshall, puts it out, throwing in the halfway line for Grimsby Borough. Oh, just got some breaking news of that. Sam Finlaw, the former Steeler, signed for Wombwell Town. As the ball goes forward, and it's going to end up out of play for a Stocksbridge throw-in in their own half. Ball going up forward. Rawson having his shirt pulled quite a bit so far. Nothing's been given for it yet. As Eagledon heads that one away, Grejlak doesn't get a good touch, and Adlard's able to nip in and clear it away. And it's Eagledon's fighting for it, and he fights for it well, clears it away, but only back to Burden Whittleton. And then it goes to Collins, who does a good little switch here, and it really finds his man well on the right wing. Cross going in, teasing, header, but well wide it'll go. It's going to actually stay in, and Grimsby have another chance as Venny puts the cross in, looking for the far post, headed away. Tinker trying to be the first to it, gets a block on it, but it ricochets into middle. Burden Whittleton looking for it, but Stockbridge get away. Grejlak trying to get, he's getting pulled around a bit. Notice this referee is letting that happen, but for both teams so far. And Tinker has the ball now, and some nice ideas from Grimsby Borough, but Stockbridge are able to defend them. Out for a throw-in at Stockbridge going to go forward, and it's cleared away. It can go right back to Higton here if it's allowed to go back to him by the defender, and it will. So Higton the ball, clear away. Turner gets it, goes under his foot, and now it's Collins who again tries to switch out to the right, but it gets skewed by Tinker's touch. Not great, but the second touch he's just able to get away, and it's now back with Higton. I think conditions definitely not helping either team at this moment. Both teams do like playing proper football. They do like getting it down on the turf and playing. I don't think he can do that today. Ball going long, and Jacklin heads it on, but then Eggleston clears it away, and Greyslack might have a chance here, but Bradley Wood's got a bit of space, but Greyslack's first onto it, into the box. Greyslack trying to hold it up, but then he's lost control of the ball with delaying what he wanted to do, and that's lost that opportunity. Turner has it, he's going to switch it out to Elliot Murray. It's a really good switch. Fizzing, Murray can't really keep control of it, and he ends up going out to play. It's a nice idea. It's one of those quality bottles that I think is just too good for non-league. It was done with some zip there, and sort of ball you'd actually see on a much higher level. It's just, the problem is a lot of the higher league players find when they get down here, you play with players who can't really deal with that sort of ball. Ball's cleared away, goes out to the right, to Jamieson. Ball forward, but going to be intercepted by Owen. Never sure if this sort of conditions is a defender's dream or defender's nightmare. I think it can be a bit of both. The ball goes out to Murray. Murray clips it over the top. That is the tactic today. Rawson a bit frustrated because he wanted to come close for it. Higton will just get that and dribble it into his own box before picking it up. Ball goes long for Higton and well headed away by Eagledon. Then O'Connor knocks it up in the air, head forward to Rawson, comes off his knee, and then Grimsby Borough to get onto it. And it's cleared away. Murray will cut. Townsend's well out of his area to get it. That's a risky move in this weather, but he does able to get away with and way well. And Adlard will have to just get that clearance away, charged down by Marshall in the end. It's out for a throw-in. Rain still just slightly soft, but still coming down. Thankfully, the worst of it seems to have gone for now. Adlard has the throw. Big launch downfield. Turner heads away, comes off a Borough man last. It will be a Steele's throw. So back with Murray. Thrown down to Eagledon. That was probably a foul throw as well, as it's now switched out to Owen. Actually saw one of those get penalised the other week. It was a surprise. Passing it out to the left, and he's trying to get back. He's put under some pressure. It's going to go all the way back to Townsend, but it fell a bit short then. That would have been worth a gamble from Bird and Whittleton. Ball goes to O'Connor. He's going to be put under pressure, and he's going to lose the ball. It's a rare mistake from Alex O'Connor. Richardson's got it off him. Into the middle now as it goes to Collins. Out to the right back. Looking for a cross, and he's going to slip as he puts it in. It's going to bounce all the way to the left to Adlard. Takes a shot. Excuse, I think no block. It's going to be a goal kick. Bit of a calamity of errors, that. I have to say, I did go out there before the match, and it was one of the more miserable experiences of my life, just the 10 minutes I was out there. But what I will say is that when I was just walking near the fences on the opposite side to the Jamie Vardy stand here, I did almost get on a YouTube reel because, God, I almost decked it a few times. It's very slippy. That linesman, if he can stay on his feet on there, Mr. Atkin over there, he's going to have my credit. As Greyslack's trying to get onto a long ball here, but well read, but it's Richard. Could go into the box for Greyslack. Instead, Borough on it first, and then back to Higton, and there's an offside flag up as well, so wouldn't have counted even if Stockbridge did get it going their way. By the way, if you are on the YouTube chat tonight, if you are listening, whether you're from Stocksbridge or Grimsby or somewhere else entirely, do feel free to get involved on the chat by giving us a comment, and make sure to give us a like as well, and subscribe. And I think there's a bell icon, and if you hit that, apparently you get notified every time one of our videos come out, so you don't miss a thing. I feel like an influencer every time I say that, which means I should have like a 200 grand a week job for hawking therapy services that aren't really very good. Ball goes forward, Turner fighting for it, goes back to Deakin though, and there's off to Tinker, and Tinker's going to knock it over the top, and that just curls and skews a bit more than you probably expected. It's out for a throw-in. Ball throws in, Murray heads away, then Marshall tries to keep it in, can't do so. It's a throwing Borough. It's not a glamorous game of football. This at the moment feels like a 4th division game from the 1950s. Murray clears it away to Deacon, trying to get it through. Goes out, it's going to be a Grimsby Borough throw-in. A Stocksbridge throw-in, I mean. So a referee is given, though no one in the Grimsby Borough persuasion is particularly happy about it. Back to Eagledon. Eagledon will switch it. Tinker slipped a bit as they were looking to move, but he does get onto it quite well. Immediately met there by Richardson. Forward to Grezlak. Back to Turner. He didn't expect it though, and Borough onto it, but they've sent a ball into the channel which no one was there for either. Back to Townsend. Ball forward to Deakin. He's going to be putting some pressure. Has to get back to Eagledon. It's not a great touch from him either, and no one's touch is particularly good. I think gambling on mistakes would be a worthy tactic for attackers of both sides tonight. Eagledon's now going to go for the long ball. He's looking for Elliot Murray, but headed away before it's going to go drop into the middle and go all the way to Jacklin, who sends it forward, and it's going to go to Ben Whittleton, who's going to run at the defence, lays it off for Venny, trying to send it to Jacklin on the right, but he miscontrols it, and Tinker is able to get into it. Stocksbridge ball again as Owen gives it back to Tinker on the left. Short forward, and it's a nice pass here as it's Danny Deakin on the left. In the middle to Tommy Marshall, is going to be met immediately, and he tries to get back to the ball. He does get back to the ball. Forward to Rawson. Little flip back to Marshall. Marshall will have to take it more around the outside. Murray's an option on the right, and he isn't going forward like Ian Richard would have wanted to. He does now after Ian Richard shouts at him. Murray back to Marshall. Marshall trying to get back to Murray. And now he's going to have to get it back now to Turner. Forward and then back looking for Murray. Murray spins. And he's going to get to the line, puts the ball in blocked, back to Marshall, who's just going to allow that to bounce, and Grimsby Borough is able to get it back to possession. Nice idea. Eric Murray looked a bit hesitant. That's a dangling arm that's going to be spotted by the referee of the Grimsby Borough man. And that could be a card of some persuasion coming out for an elbow from the Grimsby Borough midfielder. Tom Jamieson, Jack Richardson, who's been penalised for it. Or is it Tom Jamieson? It's hard because all the mud's on the back of the shirts. Number 5, is it Michael Jacklin, it seems then. There's going to be no card for that, which is a bit of a surprise. I thought there would be some colour. And the Stocksbridge fans aren't particularly happy about that. But we'll see. So a free kick that's basically in the middle of the pitch, of the Grimsby Borough half. It's an interesting one. Deakin is going to clip it in towards the right-hand side. It goes over everyone and out for a goal kick. It's very hard to construct a referee from that free kick from that sort of angle, and as it proved in there.
Go on, Borough!
So back with Higton now. Who's going to send this away? Murray's going to look to head it on, but it's headed on by Jacklin, and O'Connor just puts it out. See, Jacklin is going to be used as this target man, especially with the long ball that Grimsby Borough is having to resort to with the conditions being as such. Hello, Paul Turner saying, "Come on, Steels, listening in Morocco. You're always in some exotic part of the world, Paul, and I don't know how you manage it." Tinker sends the ball long, but it's cleared away. It goes all the way back to Jacklin, but it goes under his feet, and Eagledon's able to turn it. Rawson's going to fight for it. Comes off his back, and O'Connor's looked to get to it first. Good slime tackle stops him doing that. Turner blocks off the pass. It returns back to the Borough defence as Topless builds from the back. Cleared down the line, and we'll go into the right side. Borough building for it. It's going to go out to play, and it will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. Come back with the left with Tinker for the throw-in. Right, Tinker clipped the ball long, but Wood clears it away. Good connected clearance. Back to Turner, and he'll give it back to Eagledon. Switches out to Murray. Played at fullback, not his usual position, but has done it a few times well for Seals over the few years he's been here, making his 51st appearance. But that pass forward was poor, and he's easily cleared away. Eagledon takes it down well. Clearance is blocked by Jacklin, but it's back to Eagledon, and it's a nice quick thinking to switch it out to Tinker, who's got some space. Ace Moves forward to Deakin. Deakin having to go back, dribble out of a bit of pressure. Looking for Tinker. It's a great idea of a ball, but Wood will cover that. Tinker just strikes it in. It's a well hit strike from Tinker. Not sure how close it actually got, but it will be a goal kick. Hit that with some venom. That's the thing we've been seeing today. People are struggling with their touch and getting clean connections onto it. That's the cleanest connection I think we've seen all day with that effort, though. I think it was a bit closer than we thought it was here in the stand. Jack Tinker, who makes his 138th appearance today, and he is still looking for that first goal. The Stocksbridge's very own Tony Hibbert. I think even Tony Hibbert scored eventually, though. As Adlard has it here, not long to Murray, who intercepts, and not forward to Rawson. Chest it down to the right to Marshall, who clips over the top to Grejlak, goes to the edge of the area, and it's well claimed by Higton. Marshall did get a little shove in that build-up as well, which I'm surprised what, maybe advantage would have been the right call, but I'm surprised there wasn't any sort of call back from the referee. Close forward, Owen trying to read it, but it's well won by Borough. Borough on the right, well span out there. Back to the edge of the area to Jamieson, takes a shot, blocked. Back to Jamieson, being forced backwards now. It's what Stocksbridge can do well, is force teams to go backwards and force a pass like that, which is intercepted. Cleared away, I think Borough man got the last touch, it's a Stocksbridge throw. 29 minutes gone in this game, it is still 0-0 here. That was the scoreline here 2 years ago in this scoreline, where the man who could make his second debut, Thomas Poole, was sent off for having a fight. Having a fight with a player that we won't go into details, but should not have had a fight with. Back it goes to Tinker, who will send this long. Touchdown by Grejlak, but intercepted by the Borough, and it will go out for throwing. Tinker will have this chance for a throw-in, just inside their own half. Taking his time, we're here, and then eventually launching it downfield. Robson gets it into the middle, and nice switch there. Elliot Murray has some space to move into. Murray takes it out to the right, maybe just slowed down too much to Marshall in the middle, and his touch is heavy and it's cleared away, and there's going to be a foul for Marshall going late on one of the Grimsby Borough players. Will be a free kick, and looks like it's Tom Sawyer who's just going to stay down after that one. Might need a raft to finish this game off. Or at least, if I hear Proud Mary during this, I'm saying I'm hoping to go to New Orleans next year, so. There is a New Orleans FC in the second division. I forgot what it's called. Danny Deacon, I think, played in the division they're in, though. So played for Orlando City B. As well, clipped forward by Borough, but tackled by Turner out into the middle, and not long looking for Rawson. Controlled well, trying to get it back out to the left, and it's going to be knocked out by Bradley Wood. And eventually, what? That was a. Grimsby Borough literally tackled that out, but it's been given. I'm guessing the linesman has assumed that it has gone out of play beforehand, before the clearance. It is now Grimsby Borough throwing. Well cleared away to Turner, head away and goes into the middle to Murray. Murray going to look to it for Grejlak, but well read intercepted. Well, it goes back to Rawson. Rawson goes through, but well tackled by Bradley Wood. Goes out this time. The referee initially gave it as a Stocksbridge throw-in, but then the linesman again gives it Grimsby Borough throw-in. These two are not on the same page at the moment, referee and linesman. So back here for a throw-in. Right, and headed away again, but we return back and out, and it's another throw-in for Stocksbridge, halfway line. Ipswich Town have equalised against Man United. Jaden Filigeni has scored, and Brentford are 1-0 up in Everton. Johan Visser, the scorer. To Deakin, back to Tinker, then back to Deakin. Murray's got some space if the switch is on, but Deakin's closed down quickly. He has to head down left. Rawson's dropped deep to try and help out here. Trying to find Tinker on the left, gets Deakin though. Deakin just opens up a bit of space for himself, moves towards the right. Back to the left now, back onto O'Connor. Stocksbridge are trying to a bit of passing, and now it's the switch looking for Murray, and it's just fizzed and skimmed off the ground and out for a throw in the end. And the ball is taking some zip when it comes off the ground here. I don't think you know when it's going to hit one of these like glossy patches of the pitch compared to one of the boggy patches. Anyway, Murray came off Murray, but Stocksbridge have kept it in. He's back with Murray, trying to get through a few steel defenders. Goes out towards Marshall, trying to get his way through, and he's got 2 men on him before he's eventually tackled. And Borough now are looking to see if they can get a counter going, but O'Connor stopped that. Murray tries to go for the tackle, and it does go out to Turner now. Turner evades the tackle, but then well read by Collins, who dispossesses him, sends it forward, but Iggulden intercepts. Iggulden out to the right, and then flicked by Deakin over the top to Turner. Turner goes to slide tackle, well won, but only ends up back with the number 8, Lewis Collins, who switches it out well to Jamieson, who's coming forward for Borough into the Steel's half. Grejlak trying to help defend as it goes forward, and Owen reads that. Burden Witherton goes down there, and it's going to be a Stocksbridge ball here as Turner now flicks it over the top, looking for Marshall, but Wood heads it away, and we'll go to Jamieson again, who moves on to the right. Back into defence to Topless, who knocks it long over the top, and Iggulden has to read that and clear it away to Tinker, who's already half mud, I think, as a person, looking at that shirt. Rawson's won the ball well high up, but he's slowed down well by Wood, who recovered well after the initial mistake. Switched out to Murray, who crosses the halfway line. Forward to O'Connor, back, looking for Turner, but intercepted, and some of the intricate passing from Stockbridge not working. Whether you're blaming that on the players or the pitch is your choice. Grimsby Borough on the ball. Topless here. They'll clip it over the top. Head away by Owen. Rawson collects it on the left hand side. Rawson into the middle, back to Rawson, and he will look to switch it for Marshall, who tries to control it. Might have used his arm a bit there, but not been given. Back it goes to Sawyer and then back to Higton, and he'll be cleared away. Forward, Jacklin will head it away, and back to Murray. Clip forward, no one's there for that clip forward though. I think they need to think a few times before these long balls forward. I think it was Grejlak almost didn't nip onto that as Adelaide moves horizontally, and then back and goes into defence to Topless, who will knock it long, and Owen heads it away well to Turner. Turner sideways to Deakin and back to Turner. And over to left, then to Deakin. Tackle goes in. Appeals from both teams for a throw-in. And once again, the linesman can't decide what he's doing before eventually deciding it's a Borough throw-in.
I thought he was doing semaphore.
The ball goes through. Burden Witherton onto the right-hand side. Cross going in. It's a good-looking cross. Goes to Adelaide. Takes a heavy touch. Still getting in. Clear to the edge of the area. Still Borough. Back it goes. Here comes a long-range shot, and it's over the bar. Decent play from Borough, but I think Stockbridge did well to make them take their third option attacking, and then the long range shot just went over the bar in the end, fairly comfortably. Well, linesman is not the most decisive man in the world. Certainly not the man who you want you telling directions if you were lost somewhere. As Rawson battling for the ball and loses out on that ball to Lewis Collins. It's a bit of a battle in the midfield now. Borough doing well to keep possession forward to Jacklin, who's now got a brown shirt and brown shorts and brown socks, and some good play from Borough to Jamieson now on the right. Borough having a decent passage of play at the moment as he's cross blocked from Tinker and out for a throw-in. On the right hand side and out back to the right and move forward and into the middle. Borough looking for space. Here comes a long range shot. It's slow into the ground but easy for Townsend. think the idea maybe there was to see if Townsend would spill a ball like that, see if there are any divots in the pitch with this sort of weather. Marshall, not a good idea for Pashas, gives it right back to Adlard. Adlard will knock it over the top. Owen did it way well. Murray tries to get to it, but a bit too high up, and Borough's just nipped onto that. Giving it back to Adlard. Into the middle to Venny. Venny gets it back after a 1-2. Back to Wood now in defence, and Stockbridge have forced them all the way back as it goes back to Topless. Forward now to Jamieson, and back to Topless, and he'll send it forward, but blocked, and Stockbridge have got it high up, and Grezlak's trying to go the run, but goes forward to Rawson. Rawson, tackle goes straight in on him, but then he charges down a clearance. It goes out to Adlard, who will head back towards his own goal with Marshall hovering, and now back to Higton. Higton will give the short pass to Adlard. Skims the pass forward to O'Connor, now to Rawson. Rawson slips though as he gets the touch, and Rawson curses as he gets back to the up, and Sawyer will carry it out, and Owen bundles into the ball and gets taken down. It will be a free kick. 39 minutes gone in this game, remains 0-0. Townsend now with the free kick. So a chance for Townsend to take the free kick. Will send it long, trying to get into the box. Rawson heads it towards the edge of the area, just evades Marshall, cleared away. Goes back to Turner. First time to back to Murray. Can Murray put the cross in? Got an overlap here, going to take it on his left. Murray puts it towards the left-hand side. It's over everyone's heads, and I think that's the issue with Murray playing at right back today, is that he is normally a centre back. He's not like Tom Charlesworth and John Lemon, who can put a quality ball in on that right-hand side. Murray not as capable of that, and it means Stockbridge do lack a bit of a dimension on that right-hand side. It does seem like most of Stockbridge attacks have come down the right today as well. Liverpool have taken the lead against Newcastle United. Dominic Szoboszlai, the scorer. I think they're winning the Premier League, guys. They will match with top title wins with Man United. Ball going long from Peter. Headed on, and Tinker will get it. Tinker clips it forward, looking for Rawson. Headed away, looking for Deacon, who heads out to the left. Now out to Tinker. Looking for Deacon again, and good tackle from Deacon after it went loose, but then Grimsby Borough able to clear it away. Eagledon able to head it out, going to O'Connor. O'Connor back to Murray. Murray might lose out on this, and his pass is blocked, and it's going to go out for a Stockbridge throw despite Grimsby Borough's appeals. This linesman on our side here on the Jamie Vardy side, Mr. Moody, is a lot more decisive, it appears. Murray back to me. I've got to say, Murray's foul throwed it every single time. Over to Tinker. Forward now to Grezlak, being forced back and moving into the middle. Finds Turner. Sowies to O'Connor. Murray's got space on the right. Going to give it to Murray. O'Connor's an overlap option. Going to find O'Connor. Can O'Connor get to it? No, he's just going to be pushed off the ball, and it will go out for a goal kick. No, don't. You can't do it. Back now for Higton for the goal kick. So back now with the goalkeeper. Neither team have found a breakthrough just yet as we close in the end of this half. 42 minutes gone. Long from Higton here. It is going to be just about kept in by Jamieson, and then not long, but that one won't stay in. We'll be afraid. Has the rain actually stopped now? Looks a bit clear here as Eagledon has it. Now we'll send it out to Murray. Murray will take it forward, but into the middle to O'Connor. O'Connor back to Eagledon. Then back to Owen. And Stockbridge will build from the back. To Deacon. Back to Eagledon. And then back to Owen. Switched out to Murray, it's a good ball. Murray, it's a good pass to Marshall. Marshall, though, being well read there by Sawyer. So they're having a bit of a tussle for the ball. Goes out of play eventually. Will be a goal kick. Tom Sawyer having a good game at the back there. Ball goes forward here to Jacklin, back in the midfield, clipped over the top. It's a nice little clip. Ingleton will look to read that, and he does. Clears it away well. To Marshall, can't chase it down, but it does go to Rawson. Nice little pass to Deakin, back in his own half though. Sideways to Tinker, who crosses the halfway line again, forward to Grezlat, but he is going to get pushed off the ball there and able to be cleared. Owen heads it away, wants a free kick, but nothing will be given, and it's switched out to Adlard. Adlard crossing the halfway line into midfield to Burnham Whittington, now out to Jamieson on the right, looking for that overlap, and will be well read by Deakin, who's able to clear it away. Grezlak trying to drop in, and he wins the ball well, and it's a lovely ball by Grezlak out to the right hand side to Rawson. Rawson now finds Marshall with this pass going forward, but it's a well timed tackle by Bradley Wood, and that will be it for the half here. It's 0-0 here. There's not much to report other than the rain has died off. It's been a battle of the teams and a battle against the conditions. There's no chances really to talk of. It's 0-0 here at Brackenmore. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back to Brackenmore for the second half of Stocksbridge Park Seals versus Grimsby Borough. It's 0-0 on a very wet night. So, looks like it's we've been a bit debating here. For the last 30 seconds, we've seen James Morris's come on. He's gone headed off, and it looks like it's Elliot Murray's going off. So is that going to be a 3-5-2 maybe for the Seals for this second half?
Steele substitution, replacing number 2, Elliot Murray.
And that?
16, James Morris.
And that has been confirmed. So that's James Morris on for Elliot Murray. Striker on for the right back. I think the problem with Elliot Murray today is that he's done everything he can, but he just doesn't have that crossing ability. So Grimsby Borough will get us underway here for the second half. So Grimsby Borough in the all-white kit. I say all-white. It's more brown now than it is white. So in the white and brown patches kit from left to right, while Stocksbridge Park Seals are in the yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. They've got their own patches of brown. Can't believe the referee is allowed a kick clash like this. So for Stocksbridge Park Seals, the team is as follows. Ben Townsend in goal, then it's Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, Tommy Marshall, Oliver Greshlight, and James Morris has just come on at the half-time break. The rest of the bench is Dan Nelson, Ash Butterworth, Jack Dolman, and Thomas Poole, who could make his debut in this second half, his second debut. So it's Grimsby Borough as well. Team, they're as follows. It's Liam Higton in goal, then Bradley Wood, Lewis Adlard, Tom Allison, Stockbridge are in the Grimsby Borough box, and O'Connor will play it back to Deakin. We'll just take a pause here as we follow this. Back to Greshlick, who puts the cross, a good looking cross, head away by Wood, goes to the edge of the area, Grimsby Borough will get it and clear it away. So we'll continue, so it's Sam Topliss, Michael Jacklin, Tom Sawyer, Tom Jameson, Lewis Collins, Charlie Burden Whittleton, Josh Venny, and Jack Richardson. The bench is Declan Dennis, Adam Drury, Reece York, Scott Fenwick, and Dan Barrett. Well, the ball is here, we're throwing for the Seals. Going into the middle looking for Morris, but it's cleared away. Marshall gets a touch onto it, back to Greshlick, he's been forced to dribble backwards now. Back to O'Connor. And back. As Tinker's in order to get back. And Tinker back, who on Ian Richards' orders went backwards and has now got the ball because of it. It's like Ian Richards trapping it. Yeah. Greshlick loses the ball, ball's cut forward, but Owen will read it, and naturally Greshlick's given away a foul. It will be a Grimsby Borough free kick. 47 minutes gone. Manchester United are now leading against Ipswich Town. Harry Maguire, the goal scorer. In fact, you might not know is that Danny Deakin used to car share with Harry Maguire when they were in the Sheffield United Academy together. Both lived in the Mosborough area together. Danny Deakin has a habit of ending up in the places where famous internationals play. Also would later go on to play alongside Kaká for Orlando City. And Antonio Nocerino, the Italy international, was forward, and Morris heads it into the middle. O'Connor pass it, ricochets back to Turner, ball is forward, teasing, headed away by Topliss. Stockbridge will return it and then back into the middle, and O'Connor gets it forward again, but then Topliss gets back. It's a bit of pinball really. No one's exactly trying to play football at the moment, but then Deakin tackles, back in defence to Owen. The ball's going to go forward, it's going to go out to play. It's going to be a Grimsby Borough throw-in. So stop. Grimsby Borough got another throw-in. A bit further down. Inching a bit close to goal. Stockbridge will have to be working hard defensively. Stockbridge are looking for their 6th win in a row today. They're just going to need a new football though before the game resumes, and it's coming from behind the referee, Mr. Ahmed. Not to be mistaken with Mr. Ahmad, who we had on Saturday. Ball is cleared away. Rawson heads in the middle, and he got a bit of a bang into his bum there, but well, it's what he was holding afterwards. So the ball's clipped forward, and it's an attack for Borough. Bernard Whittington's pass just intercepted at last. It's a nice little pass to Grezlak here. Ball forward, look for Rawson. Well intercepted by Topless. He's done well, Topless, today. There's 3-man Borough defence, and Stocksbridge have matched them with the 3-5-2 now. Who would have thought that 10 years ago we'd see two teams going at each other with a 3-5-2 in non-league football? This exotic formation that used to be the reserve of South American teams. Because anytime you saw an English team do it, you'd end up with some calamity in defence because of how hard it can be to execute. Goal goes to Marshall, having to go backwards to not lose the ball. Back to Tinker, he's just going to launch it away, and it's headed backwards by Adlard. And just when you think time, you do wonder, should players gamble on that sort of thing? It's not the Stocksbridge way. The Stocksbridge way used to be solid first and then attack. And they've won the ball into Deakin. Out to the right now. Clip forward for Morris. Peel for offside, and that flag is going to go up. 50 minutes gone. So back with Higton. Highly rated goalkeeper at this level. In my opinion, one of the best. He sends the ball way down the line, and there will be a foul by Grimsby Borough. It's an offside flag again. So from the offside, we get an offside. I think that sums this game up so far. I think my match report's going to be about 80 words at this rate, and it's going to be, it was wet, it was miserable, and God bless the fans who came out today to see it. We haven't had an attendance yet, but it's not too bad to say the weather. Rolsing goes forward, try to get it to Marshall on the right, but it's cleared away now, and Murray knock it long, and it's going to go back, and the Steels will just allow that to go out of play for their own throw-in. All the way back to Townsend, for a throw-in. Ball goes long, Rawson, good touch by him, and then knocked on the top for Morris to chase. Morris might get the first onto it, gets a touch, he doesn't get a clean touch, it was an opportunity. He just gets it on the wrong side of his ankle, and that makes it a lot easier for Higton, who had come out of his goal well. Ball going long, and Jacklin fighting for it. He's made himself a bit of a nuisance up front, usually a centre-back. And Grezlak's done some good work down the left, but pass is intercepted by Wood. He's going to now switch it. It's a really nice switch to Lewis Adlard. They've taken advantage of the space on the left-hand side. Adlard puts the ball into the middle, well cleared away by Iggulden. Back to Adlard, takes a shot, blocked again by Iggulden. Out to the edge of the area, and Adlard will take over once again. Back into the middle. Turned well by Collins as he moves it back to the left. Left-footed high cross looking for the far end. Well headed away by Owen. Deakin will be the first onto it. Pulls it out to left, knocks it long. Morris will look to get to it, but Wood's a yard ahead and clears it away. And then it's going. Jameson will watch it down, but I think he was just going to gamble and hoping the bounce was going to go his way. It didn't. It's out for a goal kick. 53 minutes gone in this game. It is 0-0, and quite frankly, no one's even had a chance to make it a goal. It's not a good game, this. Ball's forward, and Morris has dropped deep well. He's got a man behind him, and he nips the ball through. He's just a bit ahead of Rawson, and it's a good idea from Morris, though. I think we all panicked because he didn't seem aware of the man coming in behind him for a second, but then with one swift knock, he did put a really dangerous ball into the box. Just don't think Rawson was ever going to be quick enough to get onto that. And then Grezlak will be on the ball. Oh, lovely evade to avoid the sliding tackle of Jacklin. Going long, and Marshall's going to look to challenge for it. Gets the touch and he moves it onto the left-hand side. Gets it on the right, sideways to Morris. Morris moves it onto his right. Has to get back to Turner. O'Connor's on the right hand as an option and he takes that option. O'Connor moving it back to his left. Short pass into the middle to Marshall. Then back to the right. And then back onto right to O'Connor, and Stocksbridge haven't really put the ball into the box and tested. Might happen now with Marshall trying to be a bit more direct. Overlapping, cross, blocked, corner kick. Only Stocksbridge's second corner of the game. And it will be the first from Danny Deakin. And those corners from Deakin have been a productive source of goals over the last few weeks, particularly from the man who just signed a loan extension, Paul Iggulden. Scored twice in 2 games last between Wombwell Town and North Ferriby. Here comes across near post, headed away by Wood. Lacked his usual quality from Deakin. Headed back in, but headed away again. Back into goal, and Grimsby Borough will clear it away. And then headed away to Turner, who knocked it long. Morris will gamble. I think it appeals onside, and it won't get to it first. Higton, who's quick, gets out to it first. Ball now right side, and Iggulden, who's taking throw-ins now with Murray off the pitch. Deakin clips the ball in, but it's aimless as the rain has started again here. And you thought conditions were fun already. I think they're about to get even more fun. Ball going forward, and Iggulden can't head it properly away, so it's back in Grimsby Borough possession. Ball into box, decent one, but blocked by Iggulden, and Stocksbridge trying to get it away now. I think it took a block, but it's actually going to come off a Stocksbridge man last, and it will be a free kick throw into the away side. Iron Brew, has there been many chances so far? I don't think I'd count a single thing as a chance so far in this game. There's been some efforts on goal. I don't think they've ever gone, that might end up going in. Turner going forward, he avoids a tackle, uses his arm well to do it. O'Connor spins well on the ball. Now to Grejlak, who tries to put it into the middle, does well with it. To Morris, late challenge there, not being given as a free kick. That I thought that was going to be a yellow card and a free kick. It's not being given as that, and then back to Tinker as the interception from O'Connor happens. Forward is a poor one there, and Topless intercepts. Out to it's Richardson, who will switch out to left. It's a really good pass, and they are finding some space down the left now, and ball clipped in, and Townsend claims it. Good claim by Townsend. Very surprised that wasn't given as a free kick. That one, that was a very late challenge. In my personal view, would have been that a yellow card would have been coming out as well. Ball going long, ball bounces, headed on by Morris, looking for Rawson, but then cleared away by Sawyer. And then that is a lunging arm there by Michael Jacklin into the face of Jack Tinker. And he was the one that was penalised earlier for an alleged elbow to the face. And there's going to be a card of some sort for sure. It's just a yellow for Michael Jacklin. And he could be counting himself as a lucky boy that he's staying on the pitch. And it's twice now he's done something which could have got him sent off. So it's going to be a free kick here. Townsend. Michael Jackson becomes our first man to get a yellow card in this game, but it could have been easily something else. Townsend looking to get the ball into the box, looking for Rawson, headed into the area, blocked, the clearance is blocked, still goes to Grejlak, takes a shot, curling, it's decently wide in the end, but it's an effort on goal we saw. It's improving. 58 minutes gone. Michael Jacklin ends up doing anything in this game, I think that's going to be very controversial. We've seen plenty of red cards in this fixture. We saw 2 red cards for Stocksbridge last time. We've never seen a Stocksbridge game against Grimsby Borough here under Ian Richards, and with all 11 Steels players on the pitch. Thomas Poole was sent off in the first game here, that 0-0 draw. So was one of the Grimsby Borough players as well. And then Luke Hogg and Jack Tinker sent off here last year. Liam Higton taking his time with his clearance. And here you'll send it now. Ian Richards not happy. Not sure why Grimsby Borough would be time wasting. They could go win. Ball goes forward. Rawson might get onto this. Rawson does. He's got 2 men round him. He's trying to get through. He's tackled and he's going to get the pass forward to Morris. Offside flags up. It won't count. As the ball does end up in the back of the net. It is offside by half a yard. I'd say it's the right decision. But it's better from the Steels. Just notice this scoreline. Rangers are losing 2-1 to Kilmarnock, with Barry Ferguson as manager. Ball goes forward. It's going to go all the way to Owen, who gets it out to the right well to Marshall, who sends it forward. And Morris is trying to get the beat on his man on that right wing at the moment, and being held up a bit. Got 2 men on him. Needs a bit of help. Gets his bit of help, and Stockbridge do retain possession, but they're fighting to keep it, and then eventually earn a foul as well. So will be a free kick on that right-hand side now for Stockbridge. Turner's going to take the free kick. Another chance for Stockbridge to try and get the ball into the box. It's a very poor ball, flat and easily cleared. Cleared all the way out. Jack Tinkle get to it first quite easily. Jacklin fell. At O'Connor, who was deep, and he's off to Turner, who's on the right side. Stocksbridge have kept their defenders upfield, and we'll see if that's going to work, especially now that Grimsby Borough have got the ball back. Owen and Eagledon sprinting back. Grimsby Borough didn't really get out with much pace. I'm surprised they didn't. It's the awareness there that I think was lacking on Grimsby Borough's part, because there were 2 centre-backs up in the centre-forward position. You had Alex O'Connor as your only centre-back then. And Grimsby Borough didn't really move the ball away from their own aerial pace to try and take advantage. Launch down to the right to Morris, who's looking to get continued down the right, and he is doing so. He's done quite well there. Got 2 men on him. He's shoulder barging both of them. And eventually, he's earned a corner kick. 3rd of the game for Stocksbridge. Be another Danny Deakin one. That first one disappointed, but this second one could be a lot better. We're hoping so anyway. Here comes Deakin's corner. High into the 6-yard area. It cleared away before it can get to it. It's going to go back to Deakin. Deakin clips it back in. Goes to the far post. No one's there. And it's going to be a Grimsby Borough man who's able to clear it away now. Only back now to O'Connor. Tries to slip it through to Grejlak, but blocked, and now Grimsby Borough able to clear. Tinker's tracking. Tinker heads into the middle. And it's going to be a late one from Bird and Whittleton. And this is seeming it started to become a bit of a trend. Late arms into the faces of Stocksbridge players is becoming a trend. And a trend that is not being penalised by the referee too heavily until now. Whittington is going to get a telling off from referee. And there's going to be no booking for that. This is going to continue until something dangerous happens and there is a proper injury. This is starting to go into not safe for the players territory with the lack of penalisation for things like that. Because once it happens, it continues, because if you can get away with it, you're going to do it, and you don't blame any players for trying it. As it's head on, Deakin has the volley! What a goal! Danny Deakin! It's from Townsend's free kick, it's headed on by Rawson. Deakin volleys it, it's over the top of Higton, the Steels lead 1-0.
Scorer for Stocksbridge, number 7, Danny Deakin.
So it's 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steelers. Danny Deakin has scored a great volley from him. A man who we missed so much when he was out with injury. And he's just proved, it's just such a well hit volley that. And the Steelers will now, on the 64th minute, have the lead. And now we're waiting for this kickoff to happen. There's been a talking to for Ian Richards after that one, I think. For the irritation that's happened. Ball goes long and it's from Grimsby Borough. It's going to go out for a throw in. So back for Stockbridge. Well, Stockbridge trying to get through, but being blocked here by Lewis Collins. And then Jameson trying to get down this right-hand side into the middle, and it's well back to Collins. Goes left, but tackle goes out, and then the Grimsby forward to Morris. Well, good turn, then long blocked, and then back to Topless, who intercepts well. Got it forward, but well read by Eagledon, who first touch gets it out to the 10-2 Marshall. Marshall got a bit of space, but he's facing the wrong way, turns the right way, he's trying to spin round his man, does spin round his man. Marshall has some space to move into. Got an overlap option, going to take the overlap option, puts the cross in, it's a poor cross in the end. And it was going to stay, and it's actually a throw, and it's gone better than we thought it, because it's going to at least pen Grimsby Borough in a bit here, but it could have been better. The weather is absolutely pouring it down here. And it will. And so we get the ball back. Rawson trying to get into the middle, trying to evade a tackle, does really well before it's tackle does get it away, and then Sawyer's able to clear, looking for Burn Whittington, but Eagledon does well to knock it away, and it's out to the right to O'Connor. O'Connor pass it forward and then back into midfield. To Turner, out wide to the right and forward here. The Stockbridge is looking to get the ball into the box, but tackle has got it away, but Ian, it's back to Turner, who finds it right. It's not a great pass by Turner. He tried to zip it down the right. No one was ready for it. It's out for a Borough throw-in. Everton have equalised against Brentford. O'Brien has scored for the Toffees. David Moyes has turned that club around big time. It's just natural, isn't it, that fit? Ball thrown away, and just a bit of a heading batter for a volley away. Eagledon will chase it, and his volley comes off his chest, and it's put him under a bit of trouble. He's been forced backwards, back to Townsend, and Townsend will just lump that away, and didn't go out well that for Eagledon, but he did get it away in the end, back to Townsend, and then there will be a foul here as he was around chipped down, and it will be a free kick to Borough. Grimsby Borough were looking for a quick free kick there, but Ben Townsend had spotted it early as well, but the referee's not having it. He wants it in the spot already. And he's chatting with Alex O'Connor as well first. So 1-0 to the Steelers, but Grimsby Borough have a chance to get the ball into the box and create an opportunity. Diagonal ball into the box, well cleared away by Eagledon. And first onto it is going to be Ollie Grejlak. Forward to Marshall. He's been forced backwards, back to Deakin. Gets it onto his left. His clearance is blocked, and it is a throw-in. So, throw-in here. Looks like we're going to see our first Grimsby Borough substitution of the day. It's Reece York coming on, who definitely will bring some firepower to this side. He's going to come on for Burden Whittleton.
Grimsby substitution replacing number 5, Michael Jacklin.
Oh, Michael Jacklin, I am sorry.
50, Reece York.
So Reece York will head on. He'll add some extra firepower up front. And Jacklin, the man who got a booking and very easily could have been sent off. He's off early. You can also see Dan Nelson's preparing to come on for Stocksbridge, the pathway product. Morris into the middle to Marshall. Well, evading a couple of tackles and doing really well. Getting his shirt pulled, eventually the ball knocked away from him, but Groshlak tries to get in the middle, blocked, goes back to Deacon. He tries to switch, that's intercepted though. And it's going to be Venny who will look for the ball towards Reece York. Reece York trying to keep it in. He does keep it in. No, he won't. The linesman said otherwise. 69 minutes gone. It is 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. Throw into the Steels now. So Stocksbridge will look to hold on and try and claim their 6th win in a row. And a win that, should this result stay the same, would take them to 3 points within the playoffs. So Dunstan would have 2 games on hand on Stocksbridge in 5th spot. Stocksbridge haven't done very well like that. They're basically giving the ball back and giving it as a throw into Grimsby Borough. And they are in the Steel's half now. Back into defence though. Clip long. Back onto the left wing. Ball going into the middle and trying to turn but not allowed to as it goes out to Jamieson. Groshlak trying to put the block in, but the cross goes in. Townsend gets it, he drops it. It's blocked in there and it's cleared away. Townsend blushes saved. Rawson clears it out to Morris. Out to the right to O'Connor. If he could find Groshlak, it would be a Hollywood ball and he can't. It's cleared away and it was going to drop too deep anyway. Well won by Morris though. Back to Turner. Doesn't evade a good tackle. Big Sancho Owen. That one is going to get penalised, but he got the ball first. And well, this referee's not a popular man at Bracken Moor at the moment. It looks like Elliot Owen is going to get a yellow card for that one. I thought he got to the ball first on that one, but as our committee in front of us are saying some choice words to. And Elliot Owen will get a booking for that. That's his first booking. So free kick opportunity, Josh Venny. It's interesting, the animosity here, because Dan Barrett and Ian Richards in both benches respect each other very highly from the many duels they've had as manager. It's back from Ian Richards' day at Pennington Church. Free kick goes in, but it's headed out. Will be a Grimsby Borough corner. 71 minutes gone. Steele's looking to hold on. So Borough opportunity. Steels will need to be good at so. This is one of the great things about having Luke Rawson back, though, is that he was always very good at this sort of situation, even as a striker. Short option is going in, but it's been spotted by 2 players, so it's not going to be taken. Clip one in from the left foot. Header is on goal, just wide. It's the closest Grimsby Borough have been to a goal. And here comes a substitute, and it's Dan Nelson who's going to come on, the pathway product. He's going to replace Oliver Groshlak, and that's going to be a change in system.
Is number 12, Dan Nelson.
I suspect what we're going to see is a return to the 4-3-3. Nelson, I would suspect, would go to right back, with Morris on the wings, Rawson up front and Marshall on the other wing. So here comes Dan Nelson, Oliver Groshlak heads off. 72 minutes gone. So yeah, Nelson is going to take it on the right side. It will be a switch to 4-3-3 for the Steels. Marshall will be on the right wing, Morris on the left currently, but I suspect we might see some wing swap. Rawson might be offside if he claims that, but he has not been given as it has, and Marshall trying to get on the ball, but he had 5 men surround him, and Borough unsurprisingly come away with it. Ball forward, Turner gets a block, it's out for a Borough throw-in. Could be a nervy end to this one. I think it's destined to be a nervy end. Well, hey, we did update you on it earlier, so I might as well update it further. Rangers have equalised against Kilmarnock. Ball goes back to top. This is going to put a ball in. Oh, he heads away towards the edge of the area and then hooked away by Tinker. Goes back into the middle and well won, and now Stocksbridge look to break. Marshall evades a sliding tackle, and he looks like he might have injured himself in the sliding tackle, the Borough midfielder. Well put forward, looking for Rawson. Wood will head it away, and the game is going to be stopped for an offside by Rawson, but we need to also stop, because I think what's happened is, I've not been able to identify him yet, but he is up right now. I think he hooked his foot in the mud a bit as he went for the slide tackle. He's back to his feet now and looking well. So back with Higton now. Ball on. Tinker slipped a bit there as he was going for it, but allowed Jameson to come in with the header, heads it into the middle to Collins, who I can't even see his number now, Lewis Collins. As it goes back to Adlard, tries to switch, flicked on well, goes into the box, but Owen reads it, and Owen's just going to clear it. Ben Townsend didn't want any part of that, and it's out for a throw-in. Into the middle, back to the right now, and back to Reece York towards the edge of the box. Then back to Topless, forward, back to Topless, and then back all the way to Lewis Collins into probably the boggiest part of the pitch. Our ways to Topless, and back to Wood. Taking the touch. Ball forward, blocked by Rawson, throwing to Grimsby Borough, which is quickly taken, probably about 5 yards ahead of where it was meant to be. And then a big shirt pull on Tinker will be penalised as a free kick. 75 minutes gone in this game. 1-0 to the Steels. So back with Townsend for this free kick. Whistle to take it, and the game will resume. Townsend looking up for Rawson, heads it on well to Marshall. His touch went off Morris, and he's got it back. Spins out of one challenge, trying to get past another, but then Richardson goes down under Marshall, trying to get through him, and that will be a free kick to Borough. And it's going to be Higton's free kick. Looks to switch it over to the left. It's a nice switch actually to Adlard. It finds his man really well. Takes it over the halfway line. Going to be slowed down by 2 men in front of him. Back to Sawyer. Forwards blocked, but then the ricochet off the Steels player will end up back with Bradley Wood. He looks to switch it now. Does well to get it to Jameson, who is forced back into midfield, and O'Connor reads it really well. O'Connor goes forward, now to left to Morris. Morris back to Deakin. Deakin, it's a poor pass there, and now it's Josh Venny with the ball, and he's going to find Adlard charge forward. It's Rawson back trying to defend from Lewis Adlard as he continues going forward. Rawson tried to go in, it's a bit of a struggle, and it's going to eventually be tackled by Nelson and goes out for a Borough throw. Dan Nelson, who actually made his debut against Grimsby Borough at the Bradley Football Development Centre last season. As Borough go through, and it's a late clip, and no free kick can be given for that one. As the ball goes through to Morris, and Morris is in that boggy patchy in the middle, and just passing it around it. Turner will have the ball now to the right to Rawson, where he is. Think could have maybe found Morris in the but he's going to go for the more safe option to Turner. Now forward to Marshall. Marshall has a chance to run at his man, but he's going to slow it down a bit. And he's just holding it up there. Gets it to the right, and it's a great pass to the right. Here comes the middle. Finds it. It's shot from O'Connor. Safe from Higton onto the bar, and then he gets to it. And that's what we mean about Liam Higton being one of the best keepers in this division. He made a great one-handed save and touched it onto the bar from Alex O'Connor. O'Connor. Stocksbridge on the ball again, but it'll be a foul, and the Steels get it on the halfway line. 78 minutes gone. It is 1-0 to Stocksbridge. Referee's not happy about Summit. Has the referee got an injury? Is that what we're thinking here? It's been a bit of a calamity of games at times, and that would top it off. And yet, Liv Phillips, our physio, is going to be called on to treat the referee. I don't know what the protocol. I think we've just. I think one of the linesmen becomes the main referee and we try and find a linesman in the stand. We did have a sub-linesman in the last game of last season when against Dunstan. It turned out to be one of the Dunstan substitutes' dads. And I will say something, the Dunstan sub's dad did a great job as linesman. So, just can hear Jack Richardson over on this side. He's not happy about that foul. I think it actually might be cramped from the referee, looking at the way Liv is treating it. What's bad is for us, it means we're going to get added time for an injury to the referee. So we have got this stoppage right now due to treatment from the referee. As Liv Phillips will get, it's the magic spray. We're using some of the magic spray on the referee. But it looks like Mr. Ahmed will be able to continue. And it is good news, the game will continue with, and it will be a substitute as well. Scott Fenwick, another forward coming on for Grimsby Borough. They're going to throw everything out this game to get something out of it. Just going to see if it's going to be new. Does this mean, because we had a stoppage with the physio, does the referee have to head off the pitch for a moment or two before there's a right time for him to come back on? So Scott Fenwick's coming on. He's going to replace Josh Benny. This is an attacking change.
They didn't card that player.
No. Definitely not. So free kick. This was how Stocksbridge scored their first goals, from a free kick like this, but on the opposite side. Townsend will take it. It looks to get it into the box. Owens fights for it, but goes beyond everyone. Owens going to try and charge down this clearance. He can't do so. It's cleared away. Tinker will look to get the header. Does head it away. Falls to Turner, who knocks it onto the left, looking for Deakin, but he can't get to it in time. Jameson clears it away. Eagledon gets it out to Sawyer, who sends the ball forward. It balloons away from everyone, and Townsend will take it on the chest. And I think he's just going to allow to have it on his feet for a while until Burden Whittleton comes closer and he has to do the pickup. 81 minutes gone in this game, 1-0 to Stocksbridge. Danny Deacon's goal is the only thing separating the sides. Rangers are now ahead against Kilmarnock, so that upset ain't happening. As the ball goes forward, look from Morris, but it bounces a bit short. Topless gets to it first and clears it out. And Owen can only knock it out for a throw-in. Going to be a Stocksbridge sub next. It looks like Thomas Poole is going to make his second debut shortly. Maybe the veteran presence of him will help up front. Back with Topless, who tries to go forward, and forward to Turner, gets it to Tinker. Back to Turner, who sends it forward, and it's going to be blocked. It's a handball though. It's a free kick to the Steels. And here comes a substitute for Stocksbridge. Thomas Poole is going to head on. I presume it's going to be Tommy Marshall. And yes, it's Tommy Marshall who's going to be heading off. So the Steels won't have the pace for the last 10 minutes of this game, but they are going to have lots of veteran know-how with Thomas Poole, who returns to the club. He went to Matlock Town in the summer, then he went to Retford United after the takeover at Matlock Town, which meant a huge influx of money, froze him out the first team there. He now returns to the Steels, where he will be a very useful addition to the squad. Someone who knows how Ian Richards likes to play, someone who can deliver a quality set piece, and someone who does know the back of the net. Ball is for Rawson, who sets it, and it's going to be Morris who gets onto it. He just misses his touch, and Wood gets onto it, but it's not being a great one. And Morris is back on the ball, back to Turner. First time pass to Deakin, evades a tackle, gives it back to Turner. Tries to spin that challenge, but it's been well won by Collins, and it's a breaks on. Here comes Grimsby Borough forward, but it gets caught in the back of the ankles of Rhys York, and Alex O'Connor will come away with the ball. Ball clipped down the right-hand side, looking for Turner, but it's going to be challenged by Morris. Back to Higton, who just zips one away, and it is going to go out for a Stocksbridge throw. Some full times in the Premier League. Some great news for Liverpool is that Arsenal have drawn 0-0 with Nottingham Forest. I think Liverpool are the Premier League champions. Man City have won 1-0 against Tottenham as well. All right, Martin, the Liverpool fan, who's a bit cocky about it. Here comes a cross in the box by Stocksbridge, but it's been blocked by the ankles the defender. Another cross going in, look for Rawson, but Wood clears that one. He's going to go back. Turner's trying to be the first onto it. He does do so. He's got a man in his back though, and he does well to shrug him off. Clips it all to the right to Thomas Poole, who takes it down well. Being forced deep at the moment though. Sideways to Turner, then looking to get it back to the right. It's not a great one from Turner, and it's out for throwing. Turner's 199th appearance for the Seals, and according to our verified appearances, which is a bit inaccurate, we'll admit, he's the 5th most appearance player in the club history. Just ahead of Wayne Biggins, he recently took over. Jameson clipped in the middle, then knocked forward, but head away now by O'Connor to Morris, who takes the touchdown well. Back to Tinku, short to Eakin. In the middle to Turner, who's got man on immediately, and they lose the ball because of it, but then Stocksbridge have lost the ball there. Danny Deacon's getting a bit of yelling at, and he's not happy getting yelled at by Ian Richards. It's a free kick though to Grimsby Borough. Townsend is shouting orders out because Stocksbridge have just given away a free kick when they were in possession and fairly comfortable with the ball. I think Liam Higton's already coming up to take the free kick at least. So here comes the cross from Liam Higton. Ball goes in and it's going to be headed towards the back post. It's going to be a corner kick. Not a bad ball actually that. So a corner kick for the Steels to defend. Needs some good defending from Stocksbridge this. Hello Clint saying Steel's 3 point tonight, let's hope so. Ian Revitt in the comments, and here comes the corner. It's a good looking corner, but headed away at the near post, and Deacon's fighting for it, lost out on it, but the ball goes in the box. Turner passes it out. Morris is going to just launch it away. Poole was the one trying to get to it, but it's well beyond him, and it will go out for a throw-in. So we're back now for the left-hand side here for the Grimsby Borough. Hallam are leading 2-1 in their game tonight, our semi-final opponents in the Sheffield Senior Cup. Balls into the middle, just got caught a bit on the pitch there. It's a nice little switch though to Tom Jamieson. Takes it under control, he's going to face up with Tinker. Facing up with him. Now we'll look to switch it in the middle, but well blocked by Turner, who's going to fight for it here. Gets the second touch, it's beyond his man. We'll look to find Rawson. Rawson's going forward here. Passes the man. Rawson could finish this game here. Finish it! Rawson scores! Luke Rawson has scored! It's his first goal since his return to the club. It's a lovely finish after he passed the man. It's not the typical sort of goal from a target man striker, but it's one that'll do for tonight. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Luke Rawson scores his first goal since returning.
Going for Stocksbridge. And welcome back to number 9, Luke Rawson.
It's a lovely finish by Rawson. He does really well to get past the man as well, because he had a lot to do when the ball was played to him. The Steels have taken advantage of Grimsby Borough, committing men forward, and they are now 2-0 up. 87 minutes gone in this game. It just needs to be professional from here for this bogey team to be banished. Ball cleared away and it goes over Tinker's head, and he's smart enough just to not go for that and just let it sail over his head and get the throw in. Ball launched down, Rawson will click on, but it's only back to Wood, who'll send it down the line. Tinker will head it away. Rawson's going to get onto this again, chest it down well. He's now looking for Thomas Poole, and Thomas Poole's going to get the first touch, but it's a very big touch, and it's back to Higton, who's able to just boot it away. Poole might have got his first touch. Owens wrestled down there, nothing's going to be given. Burden Whittleton is going to continue, he's going to go down under the challenge, he's back, trying to get back up, and eventually he's going to earn a free kick there. And it's going to be a free kick to Borough, another chance for them to get the ball in the box and try and set up the grandstand finish at Bracken Moor tonight. So it's another chance for Borough to put a free kick in, a quality ball which could cause a problem. Looking for that far post. A Borough man gets to it first, but it loops over the bar and out of play. 88 minutes gone. 2-0 here. So back with Ben Townsend now for free kick. More confirmation of the Premier League scorelines. Brentford have drawn 1-1 with Everton, and Man United have won 3-2 against Ipswich Town. Ball long from Townsend, headed away, and Iggulden just about gets it back to Townsend, launched it away. We are going to see a Stockbridge substitute soon. I think we're going to see Curtis Turner head off. Not sure who's replacing her. I'd expect Ash Butterworth will be heading on. Back ball is back with Liam Higton. Sends out to the right wing, looking for Jamieson. Heads it on, but no one's there for the head on. Owen will chase it down because it's going to hold up. Plays it down the line. Look for Morris. Morris holds it up well. Back to Deakin. Deakin up to long. Rawson's onside. If he can get to it on the left wing. No, he's not onside. I thought he was personally. But he is going to be a judge as such. It's actually not going to be Turner heading off. It's going to mean 4 minutes of added time.
4 minutes added time.
So 4 minutes added time, and we are in that added time now. Oh, that's I just thought, wondering what the hell happened in the EFL trophy, because Peterborough, it says Wrexham 4, Peterborough 6, but that's a penalty shootout. So Peterborough United presumably have won that shootout. So that's going to be a bit rubbish for the documentary. They don't get a trip to Wembley. Stocksbridge fighting for the ball. Out to Jameson, who puts it into the middle, and it's a foul from Morris. Borough will get another free kick, and I think Morris is going to find his way into the book as well. And yes, he does. Which, considering some of the things that haven't got bookings in this game, that one's a bit of a surprise. So a free kick here taken by Topless. Diagonal one into the box. Headed out to Wood on the edge of the area. Edge sideways to Jamieson. Jamieson will clip it again into the box. Headed on looking for the far post, but Townsend's going to chest it down actually. And he's going to take it to far in the box before picking it up. 1 minute at a time has elapsed. Liverpool are 2-0 upon Newcastle United. Alexis McAllister the scorer. Ball forward from Townsend. Will be cleared away straight away. Back to Iggulden, who slices his clearance. He's going to put the Steels under some pressure because it's going out for a throw in a decent area. So Borough's still working hard, trying to worm their way back into this as much as they can. Topless thrown back into the middle, then back to Topless. Looking to get it back in, but Morris blocks. Another throw in. Time ticks on. Thrown into the area now. It's a battle for the ball, but looks like Stockbridge just get it out of the area. Circulated into the middle. It's going to be a 50-50 and a 50-50 at Poolwood. Circles out. Rawson looks to get it. Rawson is going to it goes out for a throw, and it's going to be Grimsby Borough's throwing, but the Stockbridge bench disagree with that. Taken by Wood, but taken it. I don't know what the ruling is that taken about 30 yards backwards. I think you can do that, can't you? Interesting, that ruling, isn't it? Because sometimes it helps like then. You can't do that with a free kick when it hurts when you're right on edge of area. Lewis Collins gets the 1-2 back to him. He's looking to dictate the play and dictate a goal back for the Grimsby Borough. To Reece York now across to Topless. Topless going forward. Now back near to Burden Whittleton, trying to get it on, but well tackled by Turner. Turner's trying to get away, but he's been harassed by Whittleton. It's too much from him. Will be a free kick. 93 minutes gone. Just 1 minute to go in this game. And 2-0 to the Steels. It's looking like Stocksbridge are heading for a 6th win in a row. And it looks like we are going to get a booking for someone on the Grimsby Borough bench. And it is. It's one of the Grimsby Borough bench has been given a yellow card. I presume he said something choice to the referee. Clint going Steele's 3-point tonight again. It's certainly, well, barring something utterly dramatic and maddening, it should well be. We might even get the full-time whistle after this. We won't for just yet. Ball going forward to Rawson, who heads it on well. Morris heads it on well, but then cleared away at the last. There we go, there is the full-time whistle. The Steels got the opening goal in this game when a free kick was headed into the path of Danny Deakin, who volleyed it in over Liam Higton. Borough pushed forward looking for an equaliser though, but they weren't able to create many chances, and when they committed men forward, Steels on the break found Luke Rawson, who finished well, and it ended up 2-0. The Steels held on. They've got their 6th win in a row as they head to Brighouse on Saturday. We will be there as well. Thank you very much to everyone who's been listening. I've been Adam Allcroft. Thank you for listening to Stocksbridge Park Seals commentary. Do like this video. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to get notifications of the interview coming later and highlights tomorrow evening. Thank you very much to everyone who's listened, everyone here at Bracken Moor tonight. It's been a good one. We'll see you soon. Good night.